What's going on, y'all? So today we're gonna be making McDonald's famous McMuffin, and I'm doing it my way though. This is how I want to do it. So of course we got them McMuffins. You feel me? Get you some eggs, your meat of choice, of course. And then listen, here's what's gonna bring it together. Everybody their own types of cheese, American cheese, white American, whatever. That Gouda though, get you some Gouda. You feel me? So we gonna get this started up. I wanted me a McMuffin sandwich last night. You know what? How about I just make it from scratch and see what it's really hitting for? So instead of getting the sausage, I got the beef sausage pan, because that's the only way we're gonna get that rounded egg right off in this thing. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, you can't F up breakfast, you feel me? If you F up breakfast, you can't cook for real. How do you mess up the most important meal of the day? How? There's no way. So we gonna get started and we're gonna see what's turned out. I'm gonna start off with my eggs. I'm gonna slice down my sausage, and then I'm gonna cut up the muffins. You feel me? So we're gonna get started. Without further ado, cooking with Amber, cooking with Amber. I bet you ain't know I could do all that though. I bet you ain't know. So I'm gonna start with my sausage. You feel me? And I'm debating, should I cook them on the stove top or should I just put them in the air fryer? Cause the air fryer, I'm gonna just put them in the air fryer. I ain't even gonna play with y'all. You just gonna put them in the air fryer, you feel me? Open up them things, you feel me? And then you wanna, you know what I'm saying? Oh, right. And then cut it in threes. So you make that thing flat. Feel me? A whole lot of y'all ain't even got that. And then we gonna cut that thing in threes. So 1, 2, 3. I cut them things uneven like a mug, but here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Stop playing. Now, a lot of y'all season the sausage, but I ain't finna do all that. I feel like you going way too hard in the paint if you got to season every time. You ain't got to always season. These are just fine burnt. You feel me? These are fine burnt. So I'm gonna put these in the air fryer. I want that burnt flavor. I would say about 10, 15 minutes. 20 if you really like it burnt for real off the grill. So we gonna pop that thing, air fryer. I'm gonna put that bit on 380 on my soul. I'm not playing. 380 on my soul. And if you ain't got one of these, please get you one of these. I'm gonna do it backside first. So put that on this back. You feel me? And then I'm gonna take y'all over here. Y'all see we got our butter in our pan. And then we're gonna go with a little bit of oil, you feel me? Just a tad bit on each one. So that way, you feel me? We don't get no sticky. That was literally just a drop right there, you know? Don't get no sticky eggs. That was a little bit too much. Oh shit. Feel me? Okay, got 1 bed, 1. No shells. And we got 3. No shells. Perfecto. And see, what I'm gonna do is, bam, perfection. I'm gonna take me a fork and I'm gonna poke this a little bit because I don't want just, you feel me? I'm gonna poke the egg a little bit so it can be evenly distributed in this thing. While that's cooking up, y'all, you're gonna add a little salt, just a little bit of salt, and a little bit of paprika. A little pepper, add a little pepper on there. You know how McDonald's do their big one. Add that to each one. And of course, we're gonna have to flip this in a few. I'm scared to flip it, but we gonna see how they looking right now. We're gonna let that cook a little longer, y'all, so we can get a nice little brown spot on the bottom. I'm finna attempt to flip these bad boys, so y'all pray for me, cause I don't know. Hold on, chat. Oh, look at that beautiful flip, man. Look at that beautiful flip. I'm struggling with this one. I'm struggling. Hold on. Bad. Now we gotta go to the other side. You feel me? Get that other side flipped out. I think it's just easier for me to get the fork. Grab that spatula. Boom. I'm down. Y'all, I'm struggling on this last one because it's sticking. So let's get that right there. I don't know if this is gonna be a good flip. There we go. So now, because we done flipped it, just a little salt right there. Salt and a little pepper. Feel me? Just a little tad bit. And we're gonna let them cook for a little second. Now while those cook, we're gonna turn the heat down. Just a little piece, nothing major. I'm gonna get that zoom in for y'all. So you can see, Shadilly asshole for sure. I finished up on the, let me fix my camera a little bit. There we go. Now I'm gonna show y'all how y'all egg and sausage should look like after it's all said and done. So we're gonna pop that microwave open. You feel me? Oh, let me, hold on, cause my camera don't be wanna. Oh, y'all see the round the egg and the sausage? Burnt sausage. We don't want none of that uncooked sausage right there. So you get that right there, you in there. So of course we gotta let that sit in the microwave just for a second while we get our English muffin right. So now we finna cut, slice, and dice the English muffin. We're gonna put a little butter on that thing, and we're gonna pop it in the air fryer, because everything around here is 30 minutes or less with the quickness. I don't even play like that. So cut the English muffin in half, slap the butter on that thing, and about 2 to 3 minutes it's gonna come out, and then put that cheese on it, and we're gonna bring it to life, so stay tuned. We got that, my bad. We got that right there. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna pop that lid on them things. You got 1, 2, 3, you feel me? So cut them bad boys in half evenly. Oh, I ain't even gotta cut them in half, but I figure we won't. I think I could have just ripped them apart, honestly. These things be so dusty when it comes to getting them cut. So, ooh, you already see the masterpiece. Then we're gonna get our second one, cut that in the middle. I think it's just easier to do a roundabout on these bad boys. There we go, that's the second one. Now we gotta do the third, all right? So I'm not, boom, there you go, masterpiece. Now we're gonna put that butter on that thing, and we, voila, magic. So hold on, chat. Now everybody get a butter, on God. You get a butter, 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 and you get a butter. Now that we got that situated, now we can put our English muffins in the motherfucking air fryer. So hold on, chat. That in there. Place some bad boys in there, beautifully, respectfully. And I don't know if all of them gonna fit in there, but we gonna make it do what it can do. You feel me? We just want a little crisp on them things. So now we got them in the air fryer. Got them things in that air fryer. Y'all excuse my crookedness of the camera, but we got them things cooking. So we finna see how this McMuffin alike gonna hit. I think it's gonna hit, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do bacon and I didn't do regular sausage. I did that beef sausage, that beefy beefaroni, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna let them get that little crisp, and then we're gonna put it in the air fryer for addition 2 minutes just to melt the cheese on that bad boy. I might ketchup and my mayonnaise, whatever, but we gonna see what it's hitting for. All right, Chad, we back. Look at our muffins right there. Look at them pretty brown things. So we gonna get us a top, that's a bottom. Ooh, that's still crispy, so. Ooh, it's still hot. Boom. Now we gonna put this assembly together for y'all. I'm gonna put my mayonnaise and stuff on this first so y'all could. Ooh, look at the crunch on that thing. Y'all hear that crunch? I don't hear that crunch. All right, now we gotta get our toppings real quick. Ooh, feel me? 1 egg, 1 sausage, and I'm gonna get a little bit of cheese. I don't think I'm gonna do my cheese melted, you feel me? Cause it melted from the stove. This is Gouda cheese, by the way. You can put that on that top. And then a little ketchup, hold on. Judgment. Ketchup, bomb, 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 bomb. 1, 2, 3, 4. We declare war. Smack that thing, press it down. I really could warm up the cheese, but this is how the sandwich looking for y'all. This is what it's looking like. Let's see. I ain't gonna cap chat. This is better than McDonald's for real. Ain't everything I'm gonna start making at home. This is better than McDonald's for real. Look. So perfecto. I should have listened when my mama said we had food at home. Cause this tastes better than the McDonald's. Goodness gracious.